Hello, welcome back to Fleet Signal. My name is Alex. Welcome to episode 3 of How to Play Firestorm Planetfall. In this episode, I'm going to take a look at model profiles. A model profile gives you all the stats that you need to field any given model in Planetfall. And you'll find them in the Orbats, the Orders of Battle, which can be downloaded for free on the Spartan Games website. And that's also where you'll find the free digital rulebook that I'll be using for the rest of this series. So head over there, grab a copy of the rulebook and follow along. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so a model profile in Planetfall tells you all the stats that you need in order to play that model in the game. And the example that I've chosen is the Terran Alliance Firepower Leviathan, because although it's quite a big profile, bigger than most, it also has a lot of the stats and types of stats that you'll see in profiles for the other models. So let's have a look at how to read a model profile in Planetfall. So in the top row, in the top left hand corner, first of all you've got the faction, which in this case is Terran Alliance. And next to that you've got the type of model that it is, in this case Firepower Leviathan. Next to that you've got the class of the model, which in this case is Odin, the Odin class. And next to that you have the number of points that it will cost you to take this model in your army. And finally on the top row we have a small part of the faction logo. Okay, on the next row we've got weapons and stats. We'll look at the weapons in a moment, so let's have a look at the stats first. So first of all we have MV, which stands for movement. And here you'll see two numbers separated by a slash. The first number is the cruise move for this model, basically its normal move. And the second number is the flat out move. Next to that we have DR, which stands for damage rating. And here you'll see some numbers separated by pluses, or sometimes a single number. Now this isn't a maths equation that you have to solve. This is actually the number of damage points that the model has before it's destroyed. So for the Leviathan you can see 10 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, which means it has 4 damage points. Next to that we have SH, which stands for shields. And because the Terran Leviathan is a pretty beefy model and the Terrans like their shields in general, you can see the Leviathan has 6. Most models in the game won't have that many shields, 1 or 2, maybe going up to 4 at most. And next to that we have CQB, which stands for Close Quarters Battle. Now I'll explain how Close Quarters Battle works in a later episode. But here you see that the Leviathan has 2 numbers, separated by a slash. The first number is the regular CQB rating for this model, and the second number is the Leviathan CQB. Okay, below that we have squadron size, SQ size, which in this case is 1. You can only take 1 Leviathan per Leviathan helix. Next to that is LOS class, which is line of sight class. This can be light, armoured, elevated or flying, and the LOS class determines how line of sight works to and from a model. And next to that we have quality, which can be elite, regular or militia. And finally on this row we have TV, which isn't the number of channels that this model can pick up, but it's actually the tactical value, which is the number of points that your opponent will get for destroying the squadron. Okay, over on weapons, we have first of all weapon and mounting, which is the weapon name and where it is mounted on the model. Next to that you see MAR, which stands for Model Assigned Rule. These are rules that are assigned to the weapons themselves, not the model. Next to that is arc, which tells you which firing arc a weapon can fire in. This could be F for fore, A for aft, L for left, R for right, or AR for all round. Next to that is RB, which stands for range band. And every weapon has 2 range bands, EF and LR, which stand for effective range and long range respectively. Next to that we have the range in inches for each range band per weapon. And finally for weapons we have AD, which is attack dice. This is the number of dice that you'll roll for each range band for that weapon. Okay, on the next row we have model assigned rules for the model itself, not the weapons. And below that we've got additional rules, which are additional rules for that model. Extra information that you should know when you're fielding the model. Okay, and that is how a model profile is put together. As you can see, it's not too hard to find the information that you'll be looking for when playing a game of Planetfall. Okay, that was episode 3 of How to Play Firestorm Planetfall. In this episode we looked at the model profile and how to read it. In the next episode I'm going to go over the pre-game sequence. As always, please leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down on this video depending on how you felt about it, and be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with new videos on this channel. Also be sure to check out Fleet Signal on social media, and also check out fleetsignal.com as well. Okay, that's all for now. Until next time, see ya!